Hey, what's up, Diecast race fans? Welcome back to the Lord's Racing League. I'm your host, Big C. I got Little C right here with me.
Hey, what's up?
And it's our opening round for our Group B Winter Rally Madness Tournament.
Yeah, buddy, and it is Group 1, and we got our number 1 qualifier, James Ironbeard, and our 32nd qualifier, Uncle Elvis, and we have a couple in between. So, and just in case you need a refresher on the points, you have 5 for first place, 3 for second, 2 for third, and 1 for fourth. And also, if you don't finish, you don't get a point.
Get any points. So let's head up to the top of the mountain and get them down the track. In our number 1 seed, driving his sleek, fast Shelby Cobra Daytona from Ironbeard Customs, we've got James Ironbeard.
For our 16th seed overall, we have J-Bo from Dog Squad Racing, driving his number 97 Audi Quattro, weighing 54.8 grams.
Our number 17 seed, driving the number 66 Porsche 935 Rally, we've got Lobotomy.
Starting at the tail of the field, we got the number 32 seed, Uncle Elvis, driving his number 85 Ford Sierra Cosworth.
All right, here we go, the moment we've been waiting for. Got him up to the top. Ironbeard's got the pole. J-Bo on the outside with the Lobotomy and Elvis in the back. And Ironbeard takes off. Look at the gap that he has already put down in that Shelby. That thing has got some power to it. It looks like J-Bo and Lobotomy have a nice battle going out in the back there. Ironbeard gets spinning around, coming to the line, though. He is going to come home first and flips over at the end. J-Bo is coming in second. Lobotomy third with a nice little spin out there coming to the line. And Uncle Elvis comes down and comes in fourth. So let's see real quick just what was going on back there between J-Bo and Lobotomy.
Yeah, buddy. Well, Ironbeard obviously put a nice gap between everybody else. Right here, Lobotomy is drafting J-Bo. He moves over, tries to get the draft, goes on the outside on the turn 4. But I think J-Bo here, he kind of turns left into him, blocks him, slows them both down, though. But that's okay because they were both still able to make it through the corner. Meanwhile, Ironbeard is already down at the finish. And here comes J-Bo and Lobotomy. Nice and easy. There
you go. And he starts off with a 9:11. That's a pretty quick time. So,
yeah, buddy.
Obviously, he's going to get 5 points right to start off with. So, let's see how this goes. They rotate around. Lobotomy now has the pole with Ironbeard on the outside. Let's see if Lobotomy can hold him off or if James Ironbeard is going to put the power down. And look at that Shelby roll. He has already opened up like about a 10-car length there. Gets out away from everybody. Looks like J-Bo and Uncle Elvis had a little bit of a disagreement. But Ironbeard has definitely got this thing good night. Look at that, an 838. Man, he is getting quick down this track. Lobotomy came not too shabby coming up in there. But J-Bo and Uncle Elvis, they did not make it through the track.
Sadly not, but I mean, they got more time. But look at this, Ironbeard just puts a nice little gap. Lobotomy keeps going, but right here, it looks like J-Bo, I don't know if he turned into Uncle Elvis or Uncle Elvis turned into him, but either way, they both got cut up. Look at this, though. An 838, that is flying. And then Lobotomy, he really didn't lose too much time with him, so stayed on him. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that old big block is doing James Ironbeard a pretty good little licking there.
There ain't no replacement for displacement.
Exactly, amen. So, okay, we got Uncle Elvis now up on the pole with Lobotomy on the outside. I have a feeling Lobotomy is probably going to get a pretty good push from Ironbeard. Look at that, give him a little tap saying, hey, get moving. And he pulls away from everybody, but Lobotomy even pulls away, coming out of turn 3. And it looks like, there's a big crash in the back there. Lobotomy is coming out of turn 5, does a little drift, but he is going to make it down in first. And I don't see anybody else coming down. Looks like Ironbeard's flipped over with Uncle Elvis pinned there. And J-Bo didn't make it out of turn 4. I have a feeling everybody got together. Let's see what happened.
Yeah, so it looks like, Ironbeard and Lobotomy both battling. And it looks like J-Bo was trying to get past Uncle Elvis there. Couldn't. Whoa, hard left into the wall.
Looks like he lost a little too much.
Probably. And, up and over. And Uncle Elvis slams into him. Gives him a little spin.
There's nowhere to go.
J-Bo tried to get by. He went for the, the bomb side. Sadly, didn't have enough momentum to make it through the corner. And meanwhile, Lobotomy is like 5 free points. I'll take it, right?
Heck yeah, he was all drifting coming up out of the corner.
Not only did he get first at the start, he just kept it. He just kept it and kept going.
Well, that's the name of the game. You get pole, you definitely want to finish that way. So, and he's tied now with James Ironbeard. So, but it looks like J-Bo, and here's his time up at the pole with Ironbeard pushing him. He gives him a little nudge down there, going down the back stretch. Looks to the inside, and takes over the lead and loses it. And he gets crashed into. Now they're all bunched up. Looks like an accordion effect, but Ironbeard is able to pull out and away. He is going to come home and get it first, and there's a tight battle for second, third, and fourth. J-Bo, though, is holding him off with Lobotomy coming up in the rear. But, man, what a move by Ironbeard. I can't wait to go back and check this out.
No kidding. Look at that. Just pushing on J-Bo the whole way down. And yeah,
look at this
in
little
turn 3,
bump and run right here.
Yeah, he's pushing, moves down to the inside, comes into the corner. He moves up just enough to get down in there. He takes over first, nice and easy.
Almost
he loses
couldn't handle it.
J-Bo tries to take him back, and it even looks like Uncle Elvis helps him here with a shot. Sadly, it was just a little too late. He almost got him in the corner, but not quite. Everybody else, you know, like Big C said, the accordion effect, and coming down to the line, pretty straightforward. J-Bo was able to still hold on a second, which is pretty good.
Yeah, kind of boosted him up there, but Ironbeard now has a decent little lead after the first 4 going into the next halftime here with the lobotomy there with 11. So here we go, rotating around. Let's see if Ironbeard rockets out of there again, and look at that, man, he just has got some grip out of that car, moves away from lobotomy, but the lobotomy's really not too far behind. Ironbeard 2 wheels up on the side, loses the back end. Is that going to allow lobotomy to catch up? It does a little bit, but not enough. Ironbeard is able to hold off. He gets first, lobotomy second, and J-Bo comes in third, and it looks like something happened with Uncle Elvis. He's parked over there and turning forward. Everybody's staring at him.
Yeah, buddy, that's a real bummer. And then here comes Ironbeard, of course, a rocket already. Lobotomy, you know, he's still trying to keep up with him. Not a too big of a gap. I think he kind of gained on him. He was up on the rail. He almost flipped himself like he did just a couple laps ago. Lobotomy keeps him nice and good. So does J-Bo. But Uncle Elvis, he's got a good amount of speed. You know, seems
I don't know what happened to him there.
Man, almost looks like it hits the brakes.
Yeah, he ran out of gas or something. I don't know.
I don't know either. And coming down to the line, 9:37, nice. Lobotomy actually made a good deal of time back up towards the end of the lap.
I know, I'm pretty impressed with that old Porsche boy. The Shelby gets pulled away, but that Porsche has definitely got momentum, and he catches right back up.
It's that wing.
Slips that's what it is. Gets the downforce, because it looks like Ironbeard is going to have to lift in the corners because that thing's got so much power. It kicks the back end out, but look at that getting away from him. Coming out of turn 3, he has got a huge lead. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. Does a 360. Is Lobotomy going to catch up with him this time? He does. Slams into the back of him. He isn't able to pass him. Look at back here for third and fourth. J-Bo sneaks it at the line, it looks like, over Uncle Elvis. What a battle we had right there going to finish.
Wow. Ironbeard pulls out. Lobotomy is not too far, still in the frame. And then coming into turn 3,
looks like there goes Ironbeard. Wound up a little bit.
And then it looks like J-Bo gets a little hung up by Ironbeard. He's trying to, get around him, but Ironbeard, he seems to be pretty good at blocking. Coming down here, though, Ironbeard loses it coming out of 4.
360.
Yeah, that was insane. That was good skill, though, to get it back going straight. Kind of loses it coming down here. And,
what a slam
he really
that was.
Him. If only he would have pulled to the right, he could have won that thing easily.
Well, watch this here.
This is what J-Bo does. He pulls to the right, and man, by just a little bit. Look at this, coming, and half a car length.
Half a car, man. What a move that was there. So,
wow.
That was definitely getting all the points you can whenever you can. So definitely want to do it. But look at that. Ironbeard's got 25 points, boy. He is smoking. It's either checkers or records for him right now.
No kidding.
So, but he's going to be starting in the rear. So let's see what happens with that. Uncle Elvis has the pole with Lobotomy on the outside. And let's see if J-Bo can get around Uncle Elvis or not. And it looks like he's going to get held up a little bit. Oh, there's a big crash back there going into 2.
No. Come on, keep
looks
going.
Like they're bound up, but they are still moving. Uncle Elvis stops, and Ironbeard gets parked into the guardrail. Lobotomy, though, is having fun, coming down to the line, spins out. He's going to come across him first.
Not bad.
And J-Bo was able to break free and get down and get in second. But unfortunately for Uncle Elvis and Ironbeard, they did not make it through turn 3 because they all got tied up out of 2.
Yeah. Well, let's check out what happened. So it looks like Ironbeard gets just in front of Uncle Elvis. Kind of turns down on him, gets sideways. J-Bo tries to pull. He pulls around up at the outside of Uncle Elvis. Eventually, they get freed up. Uncle Elvis is trying to push J-Bo there, and it looks like
pushed him down.
Yeah, pushed him down, parked him in the guardrail, and J-Bo was like, you know what? I'm taking these points, okay?
Yeah, he's got trying to get caught back up.
Yeah, so at 10:42, not it's slow, but it was consistent.
Yeah, there was a lot of wrecking and spinning going on in that one. So, but look at that, man. He's within 3 points of Ironbeard because of that lapse there by Ironbeard.
Let's see what happens coming down to last lap.
You don't like these old ones. It's getting windy up at the top, so hopefully that doesn't affect their driving skills or anything. But J-Bo's got the pole. Let's see if he can bring home 5 points this time. Gets out in front of Ironbeard. Ironbeard tries to, but he loses it, and now he spins around. Falls back into Lobotomy, but look at J-Bo. It's like that's all he needed to say. I'm out of here.
No kidding.
He's going to come out of turn 5, and he is going to win this one, get up to the top. Iron Bear's going to come in second, Lobotomy third, and I don't see Uncle Elvis again, unfortunately. It looks like he is stuck coming out of 3, so I'm not sure what happened up there, but let's go back and find out, I guess.
Yeah, buddy. So J-Bo, with that push from Iron Bear, just pulls away from everybody.
Look at
Iron Bear
really
tried. But J-Bo, using some of those defense skills and blocked him, ends up spinning Iron Bear to full 180. Lobotomy comes, gives him a nudge. And let's see what happened to Uncle Elvis. Come on.
He just ran out of gas, I guess, again. I don't know what's going on with that thing, but let's check it out.
Yeah, buddy. J-Bo comes across.
947.
Huge gap. Iron Bear comes in second. Lobotomy with a nice third. All coming down at a decent time. And, boy, look at the points. 4 points away from James Iron Bear, who has 28.
Yeah, I was going to say, very impressive by Lobotomy just to keep up with Iron Bear, even overall with points and with speed. J-Bo was third at this point, and Uncle Elvis unfortunately only got 4 points with some of his DNFs.
Yeah, buddy, I'm sure he can totally, there's 3 other tracks, so there's plenty of opportunities for more points.
Yeah, definitely still plenty of time, so even though you miss a few here, it's all about consistency. So we can't wait for the next round. We definitely appreciate everybody watching. Make sure you like it. Give it a thumbs up.
Ringy-dingy.
Make sure you got your ringy-dingy thingy on it.
It's essential.
Yeah, you got to know when we put them up.
You don't need to do that if you're subscribed, so
there you
know
go.
what to do.
Well, we appreciate you all, and we'll see you next time.
God bless.
Hey, what's up, race fans? Welcome back to the Lord's Racing League here at Smoky Mountain Raceway. It's round 2 of our Group B Winter Rally Madness Tournament. I'm your host, Big C, and I got Little C right here with me.
And guess what? I'm saying let's skip all this talk and just get to drive. I'm tired of talking.
Oh, you just want to get straight over to the racing?
But I still got a lot of talking to do, don't I?
Well, eventually you will have to. I mean, we got to talk about the races coming up.
Yeah.
So let's head over to driver introductions and see who's taking on the track today. And starting on the pole for this race, our number 2 seed overall, we got Arlo from Arlo Racing, driving his Audi Quattro, coming in at 54.83 grams.
And starting outside pole, our number 15 seed, we have Coots from Bet Rod Racing, driving his 71 Porsche 911, weighing 55.23 grams.
And starting third this round, we got our number 18 seed, Bolo Brown, from Miniature Car Racing, driving his Lotus Esprit, coming in at a light 45 and 41 grams.
And bringing up the tail of the field, number 31 seed, John T. Escort from Maniac Motorsports, driving his Ford Escort RS 1600, weighing 52.1 grams.
All right, here we go. Second round, who's going to take it? Arlo's got the pole. Coots is on the outside with Bolo Brown and John T. Escort in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Arlo puts that all-wheel drive Audi out into the front. Nobody is even near him. Look how far. Oh, he loses a little bit coming out of turn 3. Coots catches up to the back of him. Give him a little bumper shot. He's going to pass him. Looks to the outside, but he doesn't. Even a battle back here for third and fourth, but John T. looks like he brings that home in third. Bolo Brown fourth, but Arlo was able to hold off Coots there right at the end.
Man, that was intense at the line, but look at here. Arlo, of course, showing his really fast speed in qualifying and showing it off. It's way out ahead, but those Audis tend to be a little squirrely. He hits the wall, ends up going into the outside wall. Coots gets a huge amount of momentum, almost passes him, does get shut off by Arlo. Coming down here to the line, though, boy, I tell you what, it almost
thought
looked
he
like
was going to pull it.
He just decided to follow in behind him just to secure a spot. Look at here, though. Bolo Brown went all out.
Yeah, he tried to look to the inside. Yeah. Big slide at the end there.
3/4 of a car length behind.
There you go, man. There you go. That's a good start. That's kind of what I had in mind. That Arlo was probably going to take the lead right there. He's got the outside pole this time with Bolo's up on the front. Let's see if Bolo Brown's got anything for Arlo to be able to hold on alongside of him.
Come on.
And Arlo puts that power down on the outside. Oh, it looks like Bolo Brown just got parked into the corner and looked in the background that he's flipped over. But Arlo is flying down this track. Look at this thing. What's he going to be at the end? 8:28. That would almost, I think that's the fastest one we've seen so far. And Coots is not able to make it across. Hey, but look, John T is still moving. Something tells me he's getting ready to get a nice hit. Oh, in the front side. Comes across in second, and Coots is just barely making it, and he's going to. He's going to have to give some credit to old John T for the help and assist on that one. And unfortunately, Bolo Brown is flipped over on the backstretch. See what happened to him.
Wow, look at this. Arlo, of course, right out of game. Whoa, what was that? It looks like he dove down on the inside of Bolo. Oh, and that's probably... It made him flip over, and that's why John T. Escort was so far behind. Yeah. Look at this, a huge slide coming out of 5, ends up parking it sideways. John D. Escort decides to go for the front. Probably a little lighter because I'm pretty sure those things are rear engine.
Well, yeah, it makes it a little bit easier, less damage, able to, he looked for the best spot to be able to get through, and it just
almost looks like he's got little bumpers on the front anyway.
Hey, that's what it's pushed for.
There you go.
Push bars, why not? So, but he helped Coots be able to get across the line, so he ought to be giving him another Christmas present for that one. So.
Absolutely.
But here we go. John T. now's got the pole with Bolo Brown on the outside. Let's see if Bolo gets some help from Arlo to get in front there in the first place. And it looks like he does. Ooh. Cuts down, and Arlo even cuts down, is right on the back side of Bolo Brown, just about spins him and flips him. And there's a disagreement back there on turn 3. Bolo Brown, Arlo to the outside to take over the lead. Is he going to hold it? And he does at the line. Arlo takes the victory from Bolo Brown right there at the last second. And John T. and Coots didn't make it out of 3. Let's see what happened with those two.
Wow, that was crazy. Bolo Brown tries to block John T. Escort. Arlo is just pushing and shoving the whole way. Tries to pass, but Bolo Brown blocks him. Ends up getting pushed.
He's up on his hood.
Yeah, on the bonnet. But look at this. Side by side, they were just not letting each other go. And, well, they ended up getting parked. Look at this, though.
Classic move.
Bolo Brown moves out, tries to block him. Arlo ends up taking that advantage. Side by side through 5. Ends up beating him by just over a car length at the line. What a move.
What a race, man. That is awesome.
Really good. So look at there, already 3 W's in a row, 15 points. That is impressive.
Yeah, Arlo was already soaking up the points there, like soaking up a donut and coffee. So let's see what happens now with Coots on the inside. He's going to get out there in front with Arlo, and looks like John T. got flipped over this time in 2. Turn 2 is starting to become a very bad corner, but Arlo again to the outside. He pulls the same move on Coots, and Coots slams into him at the finish line.
Oh, my.
But Arlo steals another one from somebody going into turn 5. He has definitely got some good rhythm coming up out of 4, but let's watch this all over again. See what happened to John T. back here.
Wow, it looks like, I don't know.
He just lost control coming out.
Yeah, I was going to say that or Bolo Brown. Giving him a little, a little nudge, but look at this, though. Arlo is right behind Coots, following him. Usually Bolo Brown way back there, but here we go. Watch this. The same move right to the outside, except this time he did not touch him a little bit, not even a hair, and then it slides across the line and Coots, boom.
Yeah, it gives him a nice shot for passing him.
I think that was just to kind of show off, like, boom, I'm in first. 4 W's in a row. That is impressive.
Man, almost a sweep there if we were just doing 4 laps. So, man, 20 points. Man, he is just smoking the competition.
No matter where he is on the start, he always gets it. But, of course, he's got pull again, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see if he can hold on to the victory on this one. So, but Coots is on the outside. He does have a nice, fast, stable car. But let's see what happens. Arlo is shooting out there again, opening up a nice little gap. Single file for everybody. It looks like he's actually bouncing around a little bit. Nobody's coming close. He is definitely going to come across him first. Coots gets second, Bolo third, and John T. But, Arlo's flipped over there, so... But, man, I tell you what, I guess that's just how he's going to get down here. 5 wins in a row. Is he going to get a full 8 pack?
I don't know.
We'll see. He's still up on front. So
it's going to get intense here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, so Bolo Brown's got the inside again. See if he can keep up, and he doesn't. But Coots is going to try to battle his way. He does get in the second. Arlo again gets out in front. Oh, he looks like he lost a little bit of speed there. Coots to the outside. Oh, he almost got him. But he shut him down and didn't let him take it. So Arlo comes back with the victory, and there's a big mix-up coming out of 5. Bolo Brown is going to be able to limp his way home, but John T. is parked on the finish stretch. Let's see what happened with him.
Wow, that was another intense. I mean, Arlo just right out of the gate, getting back out there, pull multiple car lengths ahead. But here's where Coots really started. It looks like he got a nice launch out of turn 3. And then coming down here, he moves to the outside, tries to do the same thing.
The only chance he had.
Yeah, sadly, outside is just a little bit slower on the turns, but, was still really close. But what happened to Bolo?
Oh, he slammed into the outside wall.
Yeah, and then John T. Escort tries to pass him, was really close to, but sadly, Bolo was taking up a little too much of the track. Ends up really hurting John T. Escort there because he wasn't able to finish, but he did end up pushing Bolo Brown.
Yeah, I'll say John T. is helping a lot of people back across the line there.
I don't think it's his choice.
Yeah, he's not trying to, so... But Arlo, man, 6 wins in a row. And here we go. He only has 2 more laps. See if he can do a full sweep here. He's in the back, pushing Bolo Brown. Let's see if he pushes him out into the front. But John T. on the inside there. As they do, it looks like they're side by side. They all get tied up. John T. is crossed up, blocking Arlo and Coots. Bolo Brown has got a nice, huge victory. All he's got to do is just get around to the end. Slides out of 5, and he doesn't finish. Oh my goodness, he had an open track. All he had to do was finish, and he spun it out, coming out of 5.
There wasn't even any pressure, man.
Well, let's go back and check, see what happened. But man, there was a big mix-up here, too.
Wow, look at this. Bolo Brown gets pushed sideways, ends up getting straightened out, and then John T. Escort gets pushed sideways all the way into turn 3, and that's where they just end up stopping because you just can't push a car sideways. But Bolo Brown here, I don't understand.
Yeah,
He ends up slamming into the outside wall again. This time it really bit him in the butt as he had 5 free points to pull ahead of everybody and couldn't take it.
Unfortunately was not able to take it. So here we go, lap 7. We're getting a whole recharge here. But Bolo Brown's definitely going to get out in front. Arlo is up on 2 wheels. He's like, I'm not getting stuck back here again. Gets out there in front, and then there's all tied up, battled over there in 4. And they all get parked over in 4. Here comes Bolo Brown coming out much smoother. He is going to get the victory that he was trying to get in the last one. But Arlo and Coots and John T all tied up going into 4, and nobody made it out except for Bolo Brown.
Almost a rewrite of the previous lap, but this time they got stranded in turn 4, and Bolo Brown finished. Look at that. Arlo up on 2 wheels, ends up trying to spin out Bolo Brown right there into turn 3.
Pit maneuver.
All single file, all freight training until here. It looks like Arlo tried to get in Bolo Brown. John T. Escort goes for the bottom, ends up really bottlenecking, and yeah, Arlo pushes some bushes there and almost hits people. Thankfully not. And then Bolo Brown, hey, he didn't blow it this time. He got a second chance. He got real lucky, but sadly, that was the end of Arlo's streak.
Yeah, apparently that is how you beat Arlo, is you got to push him off the track and wreck him.
That's the only way.
That's the only way, because, so Bolo Brown is going to gain some 5 points, much needed to try to catch back up here. But here we go, last lap. Coots is on the pole with John T on the outside. But it looks like Arlo is going to be able to get out in front with Coots just trailing him right behind him, drafting it, see if he's going to make his patented passing coming out of 3 or out of 4, and he doesn't. Looks like Coots actually has a nice little gap coming to the line. Arlo tried to catch up, but Coots is going to hold it. Looks like Arlo is second. John T comes in third, and Bolo Brown pulls up the rear. Check that out. Coots was able to hold off Arlo. Who would have thought?
No kidding. I mean, look at this. Arlo was all over the back of him. Although the more I look at Arlo's Audi, the more it looks like it's rear-wheel drive with how loose the rear end. Yeah. He might have broken axle with that fast time. I don't know. But look at this. Down to the line. He slides real big. Coots, you got a nice 5 points, and then everybody finishes. So, hey. Big congratulations to that.
Yeah, there you go. So that was a nice race. Loved it. There was a great battle. Arlo comes home with the big on top there, 33. Probably going to take over the overall win. Coots with 19 and Bolo Brown 16. And yeah, that puts him right up on top. James Ironbeard to 28, so you can see your positions as we go. Yeah, 33, buddy. That's a pretty good cushion for everybody. So we'll have to see how as it continues to go through here. So thank you all for watching this. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, please consider doing it. We definitely appreciate everybody joining us. And until the next time, God bless. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lord's Racing League. That's right, I'm your host, Big C, and got Little C right here with me.
Hey, what's up?
And it's our Group 3 of our Winter Rally Madness Tournament, and this race is action-packed.
No kidding. There's going to be some good old side-by-side racing, some beating, some banging, some rubbing and wrecking.
Basically everything that you want in a race.
Yeah,
so let's just stop talking about it and head over to driver introductions and get down the track. In our fast qualifier for this round, number 3 seed overall, we got the Crazy Canuck. From 905 Diecast, driving his Audi Quattro, coming in at 53.77 grams. And driving her hypnotizing BMW, our number 14 seed, Umbriel Nova. From Stupid Fish Racing, coming in at 54.98 grams.
Starting third, our number 19 seed, we have Dr. Z from Zamax Speed Shop, driving his number 1 Audi Quattro, weighing 52.95 grams. And starting in the back, number 30 seed, Raw Sun God from Raw Sun God Racing, driving his road-hugging Audi Quattro, weighing 55.75 grams.
All right, here we go. Group 3, Crazy Nut, he's over there on the pole. Umbriel is on the outside. Let's see if she can keep up with him on takeoff. And it doesn't look like Crazy Canuck gets the power down. Umbriel and Dr. Z get tied up going down the backstretch along with Raw. And looks like Raw gets flipped over going to the 3. Crazy Canuck is acting a little crazy going down the backstretch, but he's got a huge lead. Comes across in first with plenty of track that left open. Umbriel comes in second. It looks like Dr. Z third. And poor old Raw's flipped over on the backstretch. And look, hey, at least he didn't hit anybody when he rolled over.
Now, that's a good point. Now, let's take a look at this. Umbriel was just on the outside of Dr. Z. Ends up cutting him off. And she gets sideways. Raw tries to get in there. Sadly, goes high, and that causes him to flip over in turn 3. Got a little close, but he didn't hit anybody. But an open track for Crazy Canuck for sure.
Yeah,
got across nice
there.
And easy, and then we have the other 2 competitors across. No problemo for them.
Yeah, nice little start, I guess you could say, for everybody except for Raw. Let's see if he can pick it up on the next laps that we go through here.
There's still 7 laps.
Exactly, so plenty of time. Dr. Z now rotates up to the pole with Canuck on the outside. Let's see what old Dr. Z has, see if he's got some power in that Audi. Hey, he's keeping up and pulls ahead of Crazy Canuck. Look at that, but Crazy don't like it. He cracks into the back of him. They're side by side, going through 3 and almost getting wrecked out. Crazy Canuck spins out, and Dr. Z flies by on the outside, but was not able to make the pass, and they all get stalled over in turn 4. And Raw looks like he spun out and looks like back there on the backstretch out of 2. Let's see what happened to him.
Well, look at that. Crazy Canuck trying to spin out Dr. Z. Ends up almost doing it side by side into turn 3. Umbriel was right behind him,
trying to figure out which side to go.
Dr. Z gets shut into the guardrail, but look at this. Crazy Canuck goes everywhere, spins around. Umbriel tries to get past, but Dr. Z almost actually got past. Sadly ends up not having enough speed, so let's do this again, right?
Couldn't do it up on the outside, so here we go. Retry here, but this time the Canuck is on point this time, puts down the power and gets out in front. And look at Umbriel on the outside of Dr. Z, gets up to second. She ain't done. Go to the inside of Canuck. Cannot make the pass. The Canuck is able to keep in front. Umbriel spins out backwards, coming down, and looks like Raw is stuck over there in turn 5. We're going to have to go back and check, see what happened with him. Because I saw him, and I see a lady hit over there. Hopefully he didn't hit her. I guess we'll have to go back and check.
Exactly. So look at this. Crazy Canuck got way out ahead. And look at that
nice
pass
move
by Umbriel. And easy pass, gets in the second, and then starts following real close. But she wasn't done there. She goes underneath when Crazy Canuck kind of messed up. Sadly, just couldn't get the edge on him. So
he put the
comes
power
back
down.
in the second. Yeah. But coming down here, let's figure out why Raw. He goes to the inside. Dr. Z goes for the block. Sideways, pushes him down into the turtle, and he could not recover from there. Dr. Z was thankfully able to just kind of roll to the finish line.
Yeah, he was able to make it across, and hopefully that lady is okay. We'll have to check with the help crew later on. So
yeah, buddy.
Here we go. Rod now is up on the pole. Dr. Z on the outside. Dr. Z gets the power down for sure. Gets out in front, but it looks like Rod's not done. He's catching back up right on the tail of her. Getting a nice tail of him. Look at that bump. It turns him into the corner, going into 5. Canuck is on the outside, and he went from 3rd to 1st and comes home with the victory. What a crazy turn of events that was. Got the finish.
That was insane. Dr. Z gets out ahead. Raw is trying to draft behind him, and Crazy Canuck was drafting behind Raw. Everybody, it was basically just a freight train. Everybody's just following the leader. But here's where it got real interesting. Raw goes down to the inside of Dr. Z, gets him sideways, but here comes Crazy Canuck on the outside, pushes Dr. Z around, and ends up getting first. And Umbriel also tried, but Dr. Z, you can see that little block.
Yeah,
Sadly, Raw went from second to last in a matter of not even a straight.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's almost a here to 0, but hey, at least he got 1 point out of that. He didn't get the big donut on that one, but I'm sure he was hoping for a lot more points than 1 at going into turn 5 there.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, but here we go. Umbriel's up on the pole. Let's see what she can do. Crazy Canuck is pushing her and gives her right up that tailpipe. Look at that, giving a little bump and run. She's starting to pull away a little bit, but not too far. Canuck spins out, coming out of 3 again. That seems to be a bad spot for him. Opens up a nice cushion for Umbriel. She's going to come across him first. Hey, Rock come up in second.
There you go.
Dr. Z gets 3rd, and the Canuck is not able to finish. He's stuck over in 4. Like I said, I saw him spin out of 3, so let's see what happened to him.
Yeah, buddy, look at Umbriel, though. This is, if she can get out there, she really just takes off. But Crazy Canuck, when he got on the back of her, hard left, and whoa.
Look at that driving.
That was insane. Good driving by both Raw and Dr. Z to pass Crazy Canuck and not even touch him.
Yeah.
He ends up getting stuck in turn 4 while everybody else comes across the line. Raw getting nice 3 points. Hopefully he can keep that up because He's gonna need it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, with the first few laps with the donuts there to see if we can catch back up. But man, look, Crazy Canuck, boy, he was getting some wins, and now he had that donut. Let's see what he can do. Back up on the pole. Something tells me he's got a little bit of power in that Audi, but that BMW can keep up with him. Let's see if she's able to do anything with him. But it doesn't look like. Oh,
Come
no,
on.
I almost spoke too soon. She's right up the back bumper of him. He's trying to pull away. Looks like they had a nice little single file train coming out of turn 5. Who's going to get it? Oh, I almost got him at the line. And Ross spun out and is stuck at the finish straight. Not able to finish. Let's see what happened to him.
Yeah, buddy. So look at this, though. Umbriel was not leaving Crazy Canuck alone. Comes back, ends up drafting in turn 3. Look at Raw go down to that inside on Dr. Z. Tries to pass, did not get it. But look at this coming down to the line. Umbriel really put in all her effort because Canuck slid. And it looks like she might have hit the left rear corner panel.
Just a little bit.
And then look at Raw. Oh, man, he must have lost it coming out of 5.
Yeah,
Ends up sliding, and such a bummer.
Yeah, unfortunately, now he's got a 0. I think that wing back there might be causing him a lot of downforce, but then also a lot of weight, switching them back and forth, and not able to hold on to it. So, but here we go. A few more laps left. We got lap 6. Dr. Z now back up on the pole. Let's see if he can pull out in front again, but he doesn't look like it. Crazy Canuck is able to get out there. He's side by side with Umbriel, but she falls back. Crazy Canuck has now opened up a huge gap. It looks like everybody's kind of gotten single file, playing pretty nice this time.
Come on.
Crazy Canuck is not driving crazy this time. Nice and smooth.
Wow.
Coming across in an 883, not too bad. 1, 2, 3. So, and even Ron made it all down. So look, when everybody plays nice, everybody finishes.
That's just, that's the rule of thumb, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
so,
and it
nice
shoots.
points. I mean, Crazy Canuck, of course, driving ahead, but Umbriel and Dr. Z are really close.
Oh, yeah,
so
they're
it's
tight.
going to be exciting.
But I'm curious to see if old Crazy Canuck can get enough points to take off Arlo off the top post there. So
it would be insane.
That would be, but here we go.
This.
Yeah,
Dr. Z.
He is opening up a huge gap. Looks like they're all battling in the back there. He has definitely got this thing down. He's going to come across in first. Ra gets second. Oh, nice. I thought Umbriel was going to lose it there for a minute, but she was able to make it across, and looks like Canuck came in third. So let's see what happened back there.
Wow, that was chaotic. Look at those 3 back there. I mean, while they're battling, Dr. Z was just like, hey, sure, I'll get out here, easy. Ra is handling second real nice. He ends up keeping it, but look at Dr. Z comes across. And
nice
basically,
and smooth and open.
Real nice and smooth. But look at Umbriel, so close to not finishing, but she does. I guess she was probably just trying to put on a little show.
There you go. Well, let's not showboat right now because you're still tied there at 19.
Wow, that is insane. And Crazy Canuck got a good point. Nobody's going to catch him on this one last lap, but I am excited. And it looks like Umbriel has a pole, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, that she takes off. It looks like obviously she's going to get out in front of Rob, but there you go with Canuck. Oh, almost spun her out going on the backstretch to the Canuck. He is not messing around. He wants to win. He wants as many points as he can get. But Umbriel's able to hold him off, coming to the line. She is going to get first, and Canuck had to block Raw Sun God from getting second, coming there to the finish line. What a close battle that was to the end.
Yeah, that was insane. Look at Crazy Canuck try to spin out Umbriel there. Doesn't work. She keeps it nice and straight. Into turn 3, he's still on the back bumper of her, but she does not give in. Look at that. Even a little sideways. Crazy Canuck almost loses it like he did earlier. Umbriel keeps going, pulls a little bit of a lead right here where nobody's even in the frame. Coming down to the line, nice and easy. Crazy Canuck ends up moving left to block Raw from getting that second place, which... You don't have to do that. I mean, you got 30 points.
You got to get every point you can get. You block and you beat and you crawl and scrape whatever you can get out of this one because, all those points are going to matter right now because it looks like he's going to be a few points behind Arlo, just 3 points.
Man.
Hey, he moved up there in front of Ironbeard there. So,
too.
Yeah, nice little grouping there. And then everybody's kind of gathered together in the middle. It's going to be a great, I can't wait to see how this is going to, let's see if anybody's going to be able to knock off Arlo. But the next group we got coming up, we got the Fast Feral Patrick.
And we got Steve Chase.
With Rage and Ricky.
And 2K from 2K Racing.
That's right. So make sure you're subscribed because you ain't going to know if you ain't subscribed and you got the bell on. So you got to have
the ringy-dingy.
The ringy-dingy thingy on. So make sure you got it on. Definitely appreciate everybody watching. And until next time, God bless. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lord's Racing League. I'm Big C, and I got Little C here right with me.
Hey, what's up?
And it's our Group 4 of our Winter Rally Madness Tournament.
Absolutely, and boy, do we have some exquisite, clever, handy, stylish, elegant, refined, beautiful, sophisticated, fashionable, fine, discerning...
Would you just put that dictionary down?
It's a thesaurus, okay?
Whatever. Everybody knows what we're getting ready to watch. Some awesome cars go really fast down a sweet track.
Well, you're not wrong.
Let's head over to driver inductions and see who they are.
Yeah, buddy.
Our fast qualifier for this round, number 4 seed overall, we got the fast Farrell Patrick. From Farrell Mods, driving his Ford Cosworth, coming in at 54.94 grams.
Starting second, our number 13 seed, we have Steve Chase from Chase Family Racing, driving his beautiful blue Ford Escort, weighing 54.95 grams.
Starting off third, our number 20 seed overall, we got Raging Ricky from Oregon Outcast Diecast, driving his Audi Quattro, coming in at 54.01 grams.
Starting in the back, our number 29 seed, we have 2K from 2K Racing, driving his stunning Porsche 911, weighing 54.63 grams.
All right, here we go. Round 4, Farrell Patrick's up on the front with Steve Chase on the outside. Got some beautiful cars, well designed, definitely love it. As they take off, Steve Chase tries to keep up with Farrell Patrick.
Oh, wow.
Farrell Patrick takes over the lead. Looks like 2K and Oregon back, Raging Ricky back there battling. Look at Steve Chase coming back up and catching on the backside of Farrell Patrick. Almost gets to the inside. Big crash at the end with Raging Ricky and 2K, but Raging Ricky's able to hold on to third. Let's go check, see how they got down there.
Wow, that was impressive. Look at Steve Chase try to get on Farrell Patrick, couldn't get it. And 2K follows him behind Raging Ricky, but really tried there in turn 3.
They're battling back there.
Look at this, though. Steve Chase gets a nice burst of speed, and Farrell Patrick ends up blocking him, ends up hitting him. Coming down here to the line, he gave it all to beans, but it didn't work.
Didn't make it to the
Look
finish.
at this, though. If 2K would have maybe timed it just a little bit later, might have been able to sneak by Raging Ricky, but that's okay. There's still 7 laps.
Yeah, blast through him and get it on there in the third
There
place
you
there.
go.
So, but Farrell Patrick comes out on top on the first lap, so let's see what happens here. Raging Ricky's moving his way up to the front. Farrell Patrick gets out in front and looks like Steve Chase bounces up, but he's able to cut off Raging Ricky and get in the second. As they all look like they get single file, Farrell Patrick is not wasting any time and taking any chances this lap. He is flying down here. Comes across at a nice 876, and there's a battle back there for the third and fourth. Raging Ricky still comes out in front on top of 2K, but check out what Farrell Patrick did. Boy, he took off.
Yeah, no kidding. Look at this. So, looks like Steve Chase might have given him a little bump. Wow, look at that cut down on Raging Ricky. They ended up getting a little bit single file right here, but it didn't end up that way for long. Look at 2K get right on the back of Raging Ricky, coming down here to the line. Steve Chase spins around, but look at this side-by-side battle. Sadly, didn't get him, but boy, it already looks like Raging Ricky and 2K are kind of battling. They're pretty tight on each other.
Yeah, they're definitely having it out back there, trying to figure out who's going to try to keep up. But here we go. Now they're both side-by-side on the starting line with 2K on the pole position as they take off. And looks like 2K is going to get that horsepower down and get out in front of... Oh, Steve Chase just got flipped over in the background coming out of turn 2. But look at 2K, boy, he is flying. Bouncing off the walls a little bit. Better calm down because here comes Raging Ricky, but he isn't able to catch him. And Farrell Patrick loses it and stalls out at the line. Almost like 100 feet, a car length. And poor Steve Chase had flipped over at 2. I saw him as in the review here. Let's see what happened.
Wow, that was insane. Look at 2K. Wow, a fast car. Oh, yeah. Farrell Patrick cut down while 2K's getting ahead. Look at this, though. Whoa, Raging Ricky up on the rail. Almost flips over. 2K gets a little squirrely right there. Coming down to the line. Raging Ricky
he has a nice run.
Put the pedal down. Try to get him. Didn't have it. Look at Farrell Patrick. Sliding out of 5. Ends up a car length from the line. A car length from getting at least 2 points. I mean, 2 points matter.
I say maybe he could have done like a Talladega thing, gone out of his car and run across the finish line there.
There you go.
Claim the
that
finish,
would have been great.
Man, 2 DNFs by the top runners. There you go. So, but 2K, man, he really needed those points, so that's going to help him out. But Steve Chase now is up on the pole. Let's see if he can take advantage of it, and he does. Man, look at the power. He's getting that little Ford Escort down the track. I don't even think fast Farrell Patrick's going to catch up to him. It doesn't look like it. He's keeping it straight. Coming to the line, he comes in at 8:42. Not too bad. Oh, look at that. Raging Ricky beats 2K at the line to claim third place. Man, what everything was going on in this lap.
That was so intense. Look at Steve Chase. Once he gets some clean air, boy, is he gone. He gets way out there, way ahead, and you can see Raging Ricky still not letting 2K get too far from him. Farrell Patrick, nice and easy, but look at this. 2K gets a little squirrely. Must have saw him coming, but didn't really do much about it since he was backwards. But boy,
half a car
length between difference of A point, which still matters, but, you know.
Every point's going to matter.
Hey,
That's
I
right.
tell you what, so far, Raging Ricky has been the cause of 2K getting 1 point every time. Thankfully, with that win, he's only 1 point behind Raging Ricky, but so far, they have not done that, which is crucial.
Well, you can't make the raccoon angry, and right now he's looking pretty upset. So, but here we go. It looks like the Steve Chase, he's able to get out and fast Farrell Patrick out into the front there. Takes off as Farrell Patrick falls back in there. The Raging Ricky, man, he made it down here pretty quick. And here comes Farrell Patrick. What in the world happened to 2K that he took so long to get back down here? Something must have happened way back up there at the top of the mountain. We'll have to go check it out. But man, Steve Chase definitely put the power down this lap.
Yeah, buddy, he gets barely just out in front of Farrell Patrick, closes him down, and then the back three get all single file.
Nice
while
little accordion
Steve Chase,
effect.
Exactly. Steve Chase pulls way out ahead. 2K loses it coming out of 3, spins out, and that's where he lost all his momentum. Steve Chase with a stunning 8:48, and Farrell Patrick gets 2 points. Look at that. Tie between the top two.
Yeah,
that is insane.
There's things that you can tell those top two right there are definitely battling out. Definitely have some nice equal speed there. And even Steve Chase is putting out some consistently fast laps. So here we go, lap 6, only a couple more. Raging Ricky's out on the pole. Let's see if he can get out in front of Farrell Patrick, and he doesn't. Farrell gets into him, and it looks like Steve Chase spun him out. And I don't see Steve. Looks like he's flipped over coming out of 2, but Farrell Patrick, man, Raging Ricky's not too far behind. Coming to the line, Farrell Patrick's going to get the win. Raging Ricky second. Here comes 2K. He's going to catch third, but man, we have to go back and see what happened to Steve Chase.
That is a bummer.
Coming out of turn 2. Let's see.
Yeah, so he looks like he tries to spin out Raging Ricky, which ended up leading to his demise.
Don't make the raccoon angry.
Nuh-uh, because it looks like 2K might have helped there too. Ends up taking over Steve Chase's position. Coming down to the line, Raging Ricky with a nice second place.
And did you see that drift around the corner to straighten himself back out?
Sure was nice. You know, a little cheeky, but I mean, I'll take it, right?
You got to get going straight. So, man, that helped Farrell Patrick get a nice little boost with a few more points there. But here we go. 2K's back up on the pole. Let's see if he can duplicate lap 3 again and see if Steve Chase is going to push him out to the front. And it looks like he is. Even Steve's going to try to follow him behind, and he does. Gets over second, but he is right on the bumper of 2K this time. Farrell Patrick and Raging Ricky are battling out in the back there. Oh, he spins out. Steve Chase hits him, goes to the inside. He's up on the rail. Oh, Raging Ricky smacks into him. Farrell Patrick comes from last to pass him and get second. Raging Ricky gets third, and unfortunately, Steve Chase gets knocked out. Oh, he hit your car.
Did he just hit my car?
He hit your car. You might want to go down and inspect that here after the race.
I take offense to that.
Well, that guess what's going to happen at some point in time this racing. But look at Steve Chase here.
Right up on the back of 2K. Raging Ricky closes down
in the back. Look at that.
Look at that. Spins out sideways, loses a ton of momentum.
Oh, they're side by side,
side by side. I don't know. Did he get him?
Oh, going through
Not
forward.
really.
Nope.
So, yeah, don't make the raccoon angry because it just never works out, apparently. And 2K loses it coming out here. Steve Chase, this is where it got crazy.
Goes outside.
Yeah, spins out.
And tries to go inside.
He gets down on the turtle. He gets his front wheel back up, but his back wheel doesn't come up from the turtle. Ends up getting on the wall. And I guess it's not totally Steve Chase's fault because he wouldn't have hit my car unless it was for Raging Ricky coming out of that corner.
Yeah, he was raging and just ran into him.
I was going to say Farrell Patrick with a nice little pass, but man, that just sucked. Already, I feel like that's sabotage.
Well, you know, we'll have the crew down there. We'll get it checked out and get it all straightened out.
That
so
is
no
sabotage. I'm telling you.
Well, we'll see what happens.
If I get bad points, I am blaming Raging Ricky and Steve Chase. Both are equally
both
at
2K cut down on Steve Chase to push him off. So
okay,
there's 3 people you can try to blame, I guess.
3-way, I guess.
There you go. But here we go. Last lap. Steve Chase is up on the pole with Farrell Patrick behind him. Let's see if he can take off and get himself a victory to finish it out and get some good points. And looks like he's getting out there pretty good. Everybody's falling in pretty single file. 2K is falling back in there with Raging Ricky as they're going to have their continuous battle. But, man, Steve Chase, big slide at the end into 888. Oh, and Raging Ricky spins out and isn't able to finish.
That's what you get for hitting my car.
There you go. It's payback, I guess, for all the damage. So let's see what happened here.
Look at Steve Chase, though, man. Once he gets out there, there ain't no stopping him. Even Farrell Patrick, our fast qualifier for this round, tried to catch up but could not. Look at that, though. 2K and Raging Ricky still battling back there. Coming down here to the line, Steve Chase ends up losing it coming out of 5. He would have gotten a really good time if it wasn't for that. I mean, he still got a great time. Yeah,
still a good time, but yeah, even looks.
Wow, Farrell Patrick was second, 2K with third, and Raging Ricky did the exact same thing as Farrell Patrick, just wasn't as close to him.
There must be some oil out there coming out of turn 5. There's a lot of people spinning out in the back, so
haven't we just had a BMW come down the track?
That could have been what was it.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
But there you go. Farrell Patrick, man, hey, he almost took over third place from Ironbeard, but he falls in the 4th. A lot of tied up point system so far, and we're just halfway through this whole round. And I can't wait to see what happens. So the next group that we're going to have, we got Dusty Miles.
I have no idea who it is.
Giorgio. You always forget Giorgio.
I didn't recognize his paint scheme, okay? Giorgio.
Mr. Dark.
And Speedball Herman.
That's right, man. What a battle of groups this is going to be. So,
yeah.
Make sure you got the bell on, the ringy-dingy thing, because we're getting ready to go past halfway here and
you don't got the ringy-dingy thing.
Really going to start.
I tell you what, if you don't got that ringy-dingy thing, you don't got nothing.
Yeah, you just ain't. You're going to miss it. So, definitely don't want to miss it. So, make sure you're subscribed, got the bell on, and we definitely appreciate everybody watching. Give it a thumbs up because it was a fun time, and we'll see you next time.
God bless.
Hey, welcome back everybody to a Group B Rally Tournament here at Smoky Mountain Raceway. I'm your host, Big C, and as always, I got Little C right here with me.
Hey, what's up?
And we're going into the second half of our series here, which means all the cars are going to be more evenly matched.
Absolutely, which also means a lot more beating, banging, and wrecking.
That's right, so let's head over to driver introductions and see how this all ends up. In our fast qualifier for this round, our number 5 seed overall, Dusty Miles from Milestone Racing, driving a 78 Ford Escort, coming in at 55.16 grams.
And starting second, our number 12 seed, we got Giorgio from G-Force Racing, driving his Holly-equipped Audi Quattro.
I didn't know Audis used Hollies.
Hey, why not? And it weighs 55.26 grams.
And starting off in our third position, our number 21 seed overall, Mr. Dark, in that beautiful Toyota Celica from Dubious Diecast, coming in at 54.95 grams.
And starting the tail of the field, we got our number 28 seed Speedball Herman from Gravity Throttle Racing, driving his Porsche 928S, weighing 54.63 grams.
All right, here we go. We got him up to the top again. This is going to be awesome. Dusty Miles is out on the pole with Giorgio on the outside as they take off. Mr. Dark's trying to catch up, but they're already beating and banging and sliding next to each other. Look at Giorgio almost flips over Dusty Miles. Speedball's falling back there, but Dusty, look at that blow. Look at that pass. And here comes Dusty. He ain't giving up yet. Tries to get him to the outside, but Giorgio holds him off.
Oh, wow.
Dusty second. Mr. Dark third. Here comes old Speedball making up the rear there. But, man, Giorgio and Dusty are going to have at it. I can already tell.
Oh, yeah, look at this. Giorgio tries to get past Dusty. Nice block. Everybody gets single file, but look at Giorgio up under the rear end of Dusty Miles. Wasn't stop there. Look at Mr. Dark with a nice little drift. And coming down...
Dusty's losing it.
Yeah, coming down Megiddo, Dusty goes a little left, and look at there. Giorgio blows past him. Ends up getting first, but Dusty was not finished with him. Tries to pass on the outside turn 5. Doesn't make it happen. But Giorgio is able to take 5 points already. Mr. Dark with a nice little spin around. And Speedball Herman wasn't too far back there, but, only first lap, like we always say. So, come on.
It's a nice start, man. I told you that they were going to be beating and banging and be side by side here. So here we go.
I said that.
Oh, you said that. Well, either way, I agree. So Mr. Dark now up on the pole. He takes off, gets out in front of Dusty, but Dusty spins him. They both get flipped over. Dusty Miles and looks like Giorgio are going to make it through. Dusty Miles has got a nice lead. Kevin coming off the floor. He gets up on the rail and slowing down. Giorgio slams into him and falls off the mountain, so nobody finishes.
Are you serious?
What a messy lap this was. Go ahead, look, Mr. Dark flipped over there. Speedball's flipped over in the background. Coming out of turn 2, man, I'm about ready to lose everything. This is nuts.
That was insane. Look at what happened with Dusty. He hits Mr. Dark. And then Mr. Dark, hits the wall, and Speedball Herman hit the wall too. Giorgio gets stuck behind them all. Dusty was able to get out ahead, but what happened coming out of turn 4? He ends up hitting the rail, gets both of his right side tires up on the rail, can't get off. And watch Giorgio.
Giorgio comes in full speed, no brakes. He just slams
into him and then backs off the mountain. Talk about a scary ride.
Hey, he didn't roll over.
He almost did. And Dusty Miles ends up still on the track, safe and sound.
There you go. So complete restock. Here we go. Back of the top. Mr. Dark gets out side by side. Look at Dusty, boy. Giorgio pushed him through, and he flips over Mr. Dark in turn 2. Man, not again. But here comes Giorgio. He ain't done with Dusty Miles. Gives him a shot. Dusty takes off, breaks away from him just enough, and he's going to come home in first. Giorgio second. Speedball gets third, but I can't believe Giorgio wrecked Mr. Dark going through turn 2. I can't wait to go back and see how this all went down.
Talk about intense. That was crazy. Look at what happened to Mr. Dark here. So Giorgio pushes Dusty out, and then Giorgio cuts down on Mr. Dark, ends up making him roll in the corner. Speedball was just able to maneuver by Mr. Dark, and here comes Giorgio, back up on the rear end of Dusty, gives him a shot. Giorgio is not going to leave him alone. He ends up closing the gap, but not the entire way. So he stays in second, but hey, that was an insanely good race.
Yeah, I think Dusty was getting tired of getting his bumper beat off by Giorgio, so he just took off out there and said, I'm getting away from this crazy guy. He's going to wreck me. But here we go. Speedball now is up on the pole with Mr. Dark on the outside. Let's see if they can't get down here. Side by side is never a good thing going in turn 2, and they make it through. It looks like, I spoke too soon. Mr. Dark's turned sideways. They go down to turn 3, and Dusty flips over, and they all stall out right there at the entrance to turn 3. I tell you, you can't go side by side through turn 2, because that is just what's going to happen. Let's see what happens.
So it looks like Mr. Dark might have cut down on Speedball, and then Mr. Dark ends up getting sideways the entire way down. Giorgio and Speedball trying to push, it never works out.
And banging, but it never ends up that way. So let's do another restart. Here we go. They're still side by side. Let's see how this ends up. Hey, they made it through. Look at Giorgio. Look at that. Outside pass, inside almost. It looks like Speedball and Dusty Miles get held up. But Mr. Dark is up in front with Giorgio on his tail trying to get around him, but he's not going to be able to. Mr. Dark comes home in first as he flips over. Oh, man, and Speedball and Dusty get parked over in turn 3. Let's see what happened to him.
That was insane. Look at Mr. Dark cutting down on
Speedball
there, but look at Giorgio on the outside, almost on the inside. Mr. Dark moves down because
right at the last second.
Yeah, Mr. Dark likes to stub your toe, as Middle C likes to say. But coming down here, look at this. Giorgio right on Mr. Dark, but Mr. Dark is able to stay ahead right at the line. So, hey, Mr. Dark, 5 points. He has been getting quite unlucky.
Yeah, he needed that.
Like, he keeps getting pushed to the back.
Yeah, pushed and wrecked and flipped and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, thankfully on this one, he was able to hold off Giorgio. Nice veteran move to be able to block. But here we go. Giorgio's got the pole. Let's see how he does as he takes off with Speedball on the outside. Speedball's keeping up with him.
Oh, yeah.
Side by side, and Mr. Dark and Dusty back there have a battle. But Speedball's right up the back bumper of Giorgio, giving him a taste of his own medicine. But it looks like Giorgio put on the afterburners. Look at this. Man, he is flying down here. Look at the gap he opened up. And coming to the line, Dusty, and what in the world? Mr. Dark does an E-brake right there at the line.
I think he was trying to keep Dusty Miles from finishing.
Well, he should have hit the brake a little bit sooner. Let's go back and check it out.
Wow, look at Speedball was not letting off of Giorgio.
That is awesome.
Banging. That's exactly what Giorgio has been doing to Dusty. A nice little spin around by Dusty, by the way. And Mr. Dark was battling back there.
Gets to the inside and passes him.
Talk about that. And Mr. Dark up on the wall, taking a little thing out of Dusty's book, right? Whatever you call that.
Playbook. But look at this right here at the end.
Dusty spins around and then...
he almost tried.
It's like he actually tried to prevent Dusty from finishing. I don't know. I saw they did get together in turn 2.
A little bit of a payback, maybe? I don't know.
They are tied in points, so hey, it's going to get intense.
Yeah, a little bit of a vengeful thing, so I guess you better watch out for Mr. Dark there, Dusty. But he's right on your back bumper as we go into halftime or past halftime. Lap 5, Dusty and Giorgio is on the outside, and he gets out in front of... he cuts down and is able to take the lead from Giorgio. And it looks like Mr. Dark and Speedball get lost and stuck over in turn 3, but Giorgio has definitely figured his track out. Look at this. 864, he has got that Audi flying, and I don't see anybody else coming down the track. Dusty Miles was flipped over coming down the backstretch there, and there we see Mr. Dark and Speedball Herman stuck in 3. So let's see what happened to Dusty, because I didn't get a chance to see that.
Neither did I. Look at Giorgio. He gets just an edge.
And pushes down on him.
Yeah, so is Speedball Herman kind of spinning on Mr. Dark. I guess that's why they ended up stuck in turn 3. Thankfully, nobody up in turn 3 has gotten hit so far. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
Dusty gets up on the rail,
loses control again.
Oh my!
Yeah, he's been having issues down that straightaway. I've noticed
that and the other straightaway, But Giorgio will take advantage of that. Basically, a 5 free points. 21 points, and the second closest is 9.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I think he does not have a problem.
He is rocking and rolling in this series here. So But Mr. Dark's up on the pole. Let's see if he can get out in front of Dusty and be able to get some points out of there. Side by side again, going into 2.
Ooh.
Oh, and they're crossed up again, and Dusty now is the one being pushed sideways. But look at that. Oh, I was going to say they almost made it through, but it looks like Mr. Dark got parked into the guardrail. Here comes Giorgio, and he's got that front bumper working and gives him a push across the line.
Did you see that move by Dusty?
Hey, that was slick. Just block everything. But poor Mr. Dark got shoved into the guardrail, and Speedball got stuck behind him.
Wow, that was crazy. Look at Dusty get just barely in front of Mr. Dark, but he gets pushed sideways
all the way down
the whole way down the backstretch.
I've never seen they actually made it through the corner.
They did actually make it through. They cleared Dusty Miles got cleared up right before.
Look at that.
Mr. Dark really unlucky, and so was Speedball. They both really got really unlucky. But look at this. Coming down to the line, I got to say,
that's some good
hats
backward
off to
skills.
Dusty, because he literally slides it sideways to prevent Giorgio. Like, if he didn't do that, Giorgio would have passed him.
Hey, these are what's called veteran drivers.
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, they know this track. They know how to drive their cars. Do not underestimate them.
Yeah, they definitely know how to block and keep the lead and get those as many points as you can. Because there we go. Dusty now is up there with 14, and Giorgio 24. But here we go. A couple laps left. Speedball Herman, you got the pole. Let's see if you can get that speedball down the track.
I know he
Mr.
can.
Dark's on the outside, and he's able to... Oh, now there's crossed up again. Man, these guys just cannot stay off each other. But Speedball breaks out, and Mr. Dark's going to try to catch up to him. Look at that getting close. Speedball puts on a little bit more power coming out of the corner. Oh, Mr. Dark flipped our and he flipped back over. And he finishes on his wheels. Well, I got to go back and see this. The Speedball wins the race, but I think everybody's going to be seeing what happened to Mr. Dark there at the finish line.
What in the world happened? Look at Speedball gets thrown sideways. They make it again, surprisingly. But look at Giorgio almost gets parked just like Mr. Dark, and but thankfully keeps moving. Look at Mr. Dark. Comes right up on Speedball Herman. Doesn't let him go too far, but coming down here to the line, this was interesting.
What happened?
So Mr. Dark,
oh man, he flipped over the opposite way.
Look at this,
look at
Giorgio with such speed. I tell you what, the way that little silica
launched him up
got launched up and over, and not only that, he still finished second. That's probably the most impressive thing. And Dusty Miles sadly got last. Giorgio just barely was able to get second with 26 points. I'll tell you what.
Man, he's definitely got a nice streak down his hood right about now. So,
no,
but here we go. Last lap. Giorgio's up on the pole. Let's see if he can get out in front of Speedball. And he does. Oh, no, he doesn't. He gets him crossed up. Speedball. Oh, they're slamming and flipping in turn 3, and nobody makes it out of there. Unfortunately, but man, what a crazy mix-up. I thought he was going to have another one.
Can I just say, this is the first group where we've had this much
carnage,
all DNFs and carnage. Look at that. Speedball does not let Giorgio just get away. Dusty Miles hits them both, knocks him over. Mr. Dark gives...
He tried.
He just... that was the last thing he could do.
Oh, look how close she is. He almost hit that lady standing there. She might want to back up in the next
nerves of steel. She didn't even flinch.
Exactly. Just having a little picture there. But here we go. Giorgio, next time, look at him. He put the power down and said, I'm getting away from all y'all crazy people. I'm done with this. Look at Speedball gives him a shot in the rear. He catches back up with him, loses it out of 4. But Giorgio is going to come across the line in first. Speedball second. Dusty third, and Mr. Dark is pulling up the rear. At least they all made it down this time.
It took that one DNF to make them all race nice and clean this time.
Exactly. Everybody gets tired of being flipped over, so they're like, all right, everybody gets a single fire here, and let's see how we end up.
Look at this. Coming down the ghetto, Speedball catches up on Giorgio.
Gives him a shot.
Giving a little tap right there. And they ended up staying pretty clean the rest of the race. Speedball lost it a little bit out of 4. But like I said, ends up keeping it mostly clean. Dusty Miles with a nice second. Mr. Dark coming in last, but that's all right. I mean, he's got 13 points, 14 and a 17. They're all pretty darn tight, but I gotta say, the one who stole the show, Giorgio, not a single Diecast donut, and he kept his roof to the sun. Mahalo.
That's right. And that got him up in the second place with 31 points. Man, what a good job he did, with Dusty Miles also getting 17. And old Speedball got 14, and Mr. Dark's got 13. Wait a second. Isn't Mr. Dark's car number 13 also?
Well, maybe he was just trying to predict his points in the first round.
Well, maybe he should have picked 35. Nah, seriously, he had a great car, but just like some of the other drivers, he was just a victim of some bad circumstances. So I can't wait to see how they do at the other tracks. But next round, we do want to give everybody, we got Scooter Ramwell,
Wes Cosin,
Garth Vandershift,
and Ricochet.
That's right. So make sure you got the ringy-dingy thingy on, or else you're going to miss it. And, of course, that only works if you're subscribed. Give it a thumbs up. We definitely appreciate everybody watching.
Share it with everybody you know.
Yes, because sharing is caring. So Therefore, you can't wait till next time. And we'll see you then. God bless. Hey, what's up, Diecast race fans? That's right, it's another round here at the Lord's Racing League. I'm your host, Big C. Got Little C right here with me.
Hey, what's up?
And it's our round 6 of our Winter Rally Madness tournament. And just as a reminder, in case you all are first time just being here, this is the first track of 4 total. So starting here at the Smoky Mountain Raceway.
And then they're going over to Pacific Coast International Raceway. And then they're going to Harryman Mountain Run after that.
And finally, they're going to end up over at Chavano Mountain at Gravity Throttle Racing. So also, as a reminder, the points here accumulate through all the tracks. So we won't know the winner until after we're done over there at Chavano Mountain. So let's head over to driver introduction and see how many points they get down today. In our fast qualifier from this round, we got the number 6 seed overall, Scooter Ramwell from Spirit of 64, coming in on his Mazda RX-7 at 52.76 grams.
Starting second, our number 11 seed, we got West Coastin from Miniature Car Racing, driving his BMW 3.0 CSL 007 edition, weighing 55.15 grams.
And driving a very popular car this go-around, number 22 seed, Garth Vanderschiff from Dutch Clutch Racing, driving that 70 Ford Escort, coming in at 54 grams.
And starting in the back, our number 27 seed, we got Ricochet from Ruckus Racing, driving his Mazda RX-7, weighing 55.28 grams.
All right, here we go. Lap 1 of Group 6, and something I noticed, we only had 2 RX-7s in the whole tournament, and somehow they both qualified together.
How hilarious.
So let's see how they get down the track, but Scooter is the one on the lead. He is taking off. Look at him, boy. He has definitely got that RX-7 wound up.
Oh, yeah.
Got that rotary motor, getting it down the track. Oh, he loses out of 5. He sparks sideways. West slams into him, allows Dutch to come in and hit him in the back. Man, big pile up at the finish line on lap 1. Is this how it's going to end?
That was already insanely intense. Look at this. So, Scooter got way out in front, but look at the whole group. They are all just fighting and fighting and fighting. But coming down here at the line, I don't know what happened with Scooter. He throws it sideways. Look at, here comes West Coastin. Bam!
Big old slam.
And then he spins out, and Garth gives him a little assist, and then Ricochet comes in last, kind of ricocheting all over the place.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think anybody had any brakes on that one coming through the end.
It really didn't look like it.
Yeah, but yeah, Scooter's able to get 5, so let's see what happens. Garth is up on the pole. Let's see if Scooter's going to keep that thing wound up. Hopefully he keeps it calmed down a little bit coming out of 5. He's able to get out in front of that Escort, so it looks like he's got that RX-7. Oh, look at Garth is coming back, giving a little shot. Is he going to be able to catch back up? But don't look like it. Man, that high RPM engine got going. There he is at the line. Oh, and a close battle for 3rd and 4th with West Coastin just beating out Ricochet coming across the line.
Let's take a look at what happened here. So it looks like Garth was way closer on the back of Scooter there for a very long time. Even Ruckus. Yeah, that's true. And then Ruckus was right on the back of West Coastin. Coming here out of 4, it was decently clean, but coming out of 5, they also kept it fairly clean. But right here is where Ruckus tried to make his move, or Ricochet tried to make his move on West Coastin. Did not work, so wow, look at that. 10, 5, 5, 2. That's insane.
I'll say Scooter's having a nice little start there, racking the points up all you can, and you got to eat them up. So, but Ricochet, he is up on the pole with old Garth on the outside. Let's see if he can get his Mazda down the track, and he gets out in front of Garth.
Come on.
Oh, it looks like Wes and Scooter got tied up, and I don't think they're going to make out of 3, but look at Garth. Oh, Ruckus, he's up on the Ricochet's on the side, spins around. Garth was trying to wreck him, but Ricochet is going to come across with the win. And it looks like Garth is going to get 2nd. And I know Wes and Scooter did not make it up out of 3. Unfortunately, at turn 2, it'll take you out for sure.
No kidding. I mean, look at what happened here. So Ricochet got out in front, but look at it. Looks like maybe West Coastin closed down on Scooter, or Scooter pitted.
He just kind of pushed up in front of him, I think, took him out.
Regardless, they ended up at turn 3, but it almost looks like Ruckus took a little page out of Dusty's book, getting up on the rail there, right on the rail.
You don't want to do that.
Down and just kind of putts into the finish line, but hey, that's the best way to do it as long as you can get there, right?
Exactly. It don't matter how you finish as long as you finish first. So.
Yeah, first and second. Second's got good points.
Yeah, there you go. We're kind of rack them up, but that's our first set of donuts there between our top 2 qualifiers. But here we go. West Coastin now. He is up on the pole with old Ricochet Ricochet on the outside. Let's see if he's able to pull out in front of him and get that old CSL going down the track. And he does with, looks like Scooter's kind of pushing them up through there.
Oh, wow.
And they're all getting beaten and banging in the background back there.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
Oh, it looks like Scooter gets spun out coming out of 3, but that makes West Coastin looking really good. Look at the lead that he's got. Comes across without anybody on the straightaway. Here comes Ricochet. He's going to get second. Garth is going to make his way on down the track there. But poor old Scooter got spun out, it looked like, going through 3. We have to go back and see exactly who got him and why they did that.
Yeah, let's say, look, it looks like Scooter closed out on Ricochet there. Maybe that, yeah, it looks like I had a decent bit. But
pushed him down.
Oh, yeah, so it looks like Ricochet kind of closed him out, and then, you know, Garth gave him a little assist.
Yeah,
but
kind of
I tell you what, I'm surprised West Coastin didn't get a better time because, boy, it sure looked like he was cooking down the track.
He was. But, yeah, he comes across with a nice big grip. Look at that.
Halftime, everybody's got 10 points.
Yeah,
it's a 4-way tie. Is this the first time it's ever happened?
It's definitely one of the closest battles we've had so far. So let's see how the second half goes. It looks like old Scooter gets out in front of West Coastin, and even looks like Garth was right up on the back of West.
I don't see all 4,
but I tell you what, Scooter is not wasting any time. He's coming. Oh, what a tight finish. What? They say West Coastin comes across in second, Garth third. Unfortunately, Ricochet is parked up on the backstretch. We'll have to check to see what happened with him. But I can't wait to verify this finish down there.
That's crazy. So it looks like both West Coastin, well, even Garth was right on the back of West Coastin.
Ricochet spun out
yeah, Ricochet lost it out of coming out of 2. It's a dangerous corner, but not as dangerous as 5. Look at this. So it looks like West Coastin might have lost it coming out of 5. And boy, I tell you what, Garth gave it all she had, but sadly it was not enough. I mean, so much so he forgot to hit the brakes coming to the line. He flipped over.
Hey, keep it to the floor until you cross the line. Just maybe we need to make the corner a little bit farther down next time so they don't go full bore into it. But we'll have to see. But man, that was a nice over-under that Garth almost was able to pull off on West Coast. And let's see if he can get out in front of Scooter. And it doesn't look like Scooter's trying to cross down on him and wreck him. But he's able to hold on to it as it looks like second, third, and fourth have a nice little tight train. Scooter, look at that. West is beating on the Garth. It looks like at the line he's going to actually come in third. Scooter's able to hold off for the victory between Scooter and Garth and West Coast. Man, those two are having a battle back there.
No kidding. Look at this. I mean, it really looks like Scooter was just trying to end Garth there for a second. Closing down on him in turn 2. Haven't really seen him do it to any other racer. But I tell you what, those back racers were sure having an intense battle. Look at West Coast not leaving Garth alone. I mean, even gave him a little shove out of turn 4. Come down here to the line, though. Thought we might get another one of those little moves where both of them get side by side to the line. Sadly not. But boy, I tell you what, still all super tight in points.
Yeah, I mean, so right now, Scooter Roundwell, he is definitely chopping up. As long as he don't wreck, he is taking home the number 5 points every time. So here we go, lap 7, only 2 more laps left. Ricochet is up on the pole, and it looks like he is going to pull out, look a little bit in front of Garth, and West is right behind him. It looks like Garth. Oh, everybody spins out. West is flipped over, and Ricochet's up on the line. He stalled out. Scooter just blew past him, flipped him over the rail into the mountain, and he is going to be the only one to finish. What a crazy. I couldn't even catch up with all the action going on in that lap.
He knocked Live Young Diecast sign down.
And there's Wes and Garth sitting there. And look at the people. I mean, it's like
were they not even touched?
It's like they know where to stand, so they don't get
strategic.
Something's going on there, but let's see what happened.
Wow, that was insane. Look at Scooter kind of closed down on Garth, but I mean, whoa, it looks like Ruckus might have Ricochet kind of came down on him and ended up throwing him perpendicular in the corner. Scooter, I am so surprised he got out of there. Like, it looks so intense, but see, this didn't happen to Dusty. I think Ricochet was kind of getting a little confused, but you know, because this didn't happen to Dusty. When he got parked right there, he ended up just going down the hill. But
well, he didn't have a snow shovel coming. Look at it. Look at the front of that RX-7, just right up and over.
Yeah, I tell you what. I don't know if there's any love between those RX-7s or not, but I know Scooter was like, I don't care if you finish. I just care if I finish.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care. I'm coming through.
It's either 5 or nothing for him. 5 or nothing.
There you go. Checkers or records. That's how it's got to be. But, man, he's really sopping them up right now. So Here we go with last lap. West Coast, and he's got the pole with old Ricochet on the outside. Let's see if West can finish up with a victory, and looks like he's going to pull out to the lead, and he does, and there's a battle right there in the RX-7s, but Garth is able to push Ricochet through, and because of that, Scooter Roundwell lost it. Here comes Ricochet. He ain't done yet. Gave West a shot. Spins out of 5, loses it, and is going to come across in second.
Come on.
And Scooter's able to make it down, at least, thankfully. Comes in last, but man, what a tight battle that was. I didn't want to stop this. I want to keep going.
No kidding. I tell you what, some of these NASCAR drivers need to take a page out of Garth's book. Look at this, a bump draft to get by Scooter. Ends up shoving him out of the way, too.
Outside.
He almost passes him in turn 3, but sadly was not able to make that move. I tell you what, this is almost better than NASCAR racing these days.
Definitely.
And then coming down the almost to the last straight. Look at this. Ricochet not leaving West Coast. Whoa.
Gets up on the rail.
I didn't realize he almost hit my car again. What's with my car?
I don't know.
Almost hit it. But I tell you what, that was insane.
Maybe we need to move your car.
Thankfully, no donuts on the last lap, which is insane, and really tight points still.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Looks like old Scooter Roundwell is going to come out of there with a big old lead. And that'll put him up there in P6.
Yeah, buddy, but not only that, did you see how many ties we have?
It's getting up there.
We have a tie for 7th, 10th, 13th, 15th.
Man, that's a lot of ties.
Wait a minute. Just flip the page. And then we got a tie for 17th and 19th.
Man, talk about a close battle.
And we still have 2 groups
left to go. And speaking of that, here's our next group, and looks like you're not going to be up here next week because you're going to be down there in your car.
Oh man, I'm nervous, but I guess I got to race up against Numbskull.
Exactly, you got Whosoever Will
and Lone Star.
So there you go. You definitely ain't want to miss that one. So make sure you got the ringy dingy thingy on,
ring-a-ding-ding,
got that bell on, and we definitely appreciate everybody watching.
It only works if you're subscribed. Remember that. That's just a minor detail.
Just minor, but make sure you hit that too. So we appreciate you all watching. Definitely loving it, and can't wait till next time.
God bless.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. That's right, it's the Lord's Racing League. I'm your host, Big C, and then, of course, as you know, Lil C is strapped into his car getting ready to head down the track, so, of course, we had to call another favor in. Middle C is back in the studio.
Hello, I know, it's me. I know you missed me. Go ahead and give me a round of applause. Or, if you don't feel like moving your hands, just move your finger and give that like button a little pow-pow. I know,
or give a thumbs up.
It's way better.
But sorry, we only got 2 more rounds left before they get on up out of here, out of the Smoky Mountains. So let's head over to driver introduction to see who's taking on the track. And starting on the pole this round, we got our number 7 seed overall, Little C from the Lord's Racing League, sporting that awesome Rust Belt Customs car wrap on his Lancia Delta, coming in at 52.34 grams.
Starting second, the number 10 seed, we have Numbskull from Numbskull Racing, driving his classic Ferrari Red GTO, weighing 54.48 grams.
And starting third, our number 23 seed overall, we got Whosoever Will from Triple Cross Racing, driving that 87 Audi Quattro, coming in at 53.15 grams.
And starting in the back, our number 26 seed, we got Lone Star from Live Young Diecast, driving his Ford RS 200. What a nice car. That weighs 55.28 grams.
All right, here we go. Lap 1. Little C's got his chance out up on the pole there with hard charging Numbskull on the outside. So let's see how they do. Side by side going down the back stretch. Oh Little C just got taken out. Numbskull said, hey, welcome to Diecast Racing. Here's turn 1, turn 2. But Numbskull's got a huge lead, opening up the gap out of turn 5. Nice little drift across the finish line. With Lone Star's able to finish up in second. But Little C, and I think Whosoever Will, also got taken out in turn 2. So what a sad turn of events already on lap 1.
Very unfortunate for the first lap. You think that these races might be a little more calm, but no, they're savage right out of the gate. Look at Numbskull close down, and Lone Star closes down on Whosoever Will. They both end up on their lids or sides up on turn 2. Coming down here to the line, though, is fairly simple. Numbskull takes first place. Lone Star gets second. And sadly, of course, the other two got donut.
Yeah, that's a hard way to start the race. But, you know, We still got 7 more laps to go, so let's see how this goes. Whosoever will and Little C are on the pole or up on front, so maybe because they're out in front, everything will go just as good as it did the last time. So here we go. They get tied up. Whosoever will sideways or side by side through turn 3. Still side by side going down Megiddo, and oh no! Little C just got parked over in turn 4. Whosoever will's got the lead. Coming out of 5 with Numbskull takes over the lead. And there's a big crash at the line, after the line there with Lone Star. And Whosoever will ended up on his lid. Man, what craziness. This is only lap 2.
I'll tell you what, first lap, no mercy. Second lap, no mercy again. I'm sure that's how it's going to continue. Yeah. Look at Whosoever will gets a little crossed up. Little C goes high, ends up going side by side in the corner and coming down the ghetto. And then right here, it looks like Whosoever will closes down on Little C. Ends up putting him in the bushes, you could say.
Hey, they didn't hit anybody.
But it was close. We'll just say it was close.
That was a nudge.
And coming down here, Numbskull with a shot to Whosoever will. Coming down to the line, though, this was an amazing move by Numbskull.
Yeah, awesome
He gets
pass.
the win, and oh my goodness, it looks like Lone Star might have rammed the bumper of
that was just bad timing there. Look at it, kicked it sideways.
And maybe catches a groove in the track. I don't know. Track maintenance will have to take a look, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to look a little deeper on that one. So. But there you go. Numbskull's taking off to get into a big old lead there with 10 points. And unfortunately, Little C still got some donuts. So here's the hoping on lap 3 he'll have his chance to get down.
There's no way he would get.
You can't get 3 DNFs in a way.
Third time's the charm.
Exactly.
Right?
And he's in the back, so as long as he keeps it clean. So here we go. Gets out in front of Numbskull, but they're side by side. Lone Star and Whosoever will. 2 by 2 through turn 4.
Oh,
no. Little C just wrecked on Megiddo straight, but Whosoever will's got a nice lead. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. Here comes Lone Star. I don't see Numbskull, so something tells me something happened to him back there also with him. Yep, he's parked over there with Little C flipped over in turn 4. So, man, he's having a rough go here at his home track.
No kidding. Side by side, the front 2 are, and then it looks like Little C's trying to bump draft, and Numbskull did in turn 3. But right here, boy, it looks like he turned left after having a bit of a scruffle with Lone Star there.
Yeah, and, a little overcorrecting right into the wall.
Yeah, well, neither Numbskull or Little C finished, but coming down here to the line, Whosoever will gets his win. He's getting points on the board. Lone Star and Whosoever will are tied. Numbskull only has a 2-point lead. Or 10-point lead, whichever way you want to look at it.
I'm saying,
Little C.
Yeah, poor Little C is still at 0 points. So here we go. Lap 4, you can't do 4 times. So Numbskull takes off. The Lone Star gets a little bit sideways, and it holds up Whosoever will and Little C as Numbskull with that fast Ferrari. Boy, look at him getting it down the track. I don't think anybody will catch him. Another drift coming out of turn 5. Oh, big crash right at the line. But hey, check it out. Little C actually made it all the way down the track this time without getting taken out. Might be just 1 point, but one's better than 0.
I think you have a point there, but Numbskull really gets out ahead. Lone Star kind of blocked up the rest of the group in turn 2. So, I don't know. I mean, it was pretty nice. Sadly, Little C wasn't able to get any more than 1 point. But look at this drift. So, Numbskull throws it sideways, barely gets across the line until Lone Star T-bones him in the front. I think he wasn't going for the engine because the engine's in the rear. So, at least he was sort of nice.
Yeah, it was almost like Numbskull was trying to do what Mr. Dark was trying to do a couple of times ago. Just block the line there so nobody could get through. But Lone Star said, I'm not having any of it. I'm coming through. So here we go after halftime, lap 5. Little C's back up on the pole, so let's see what happens. He takes off. He's side by side with Numbskull, but he powers his way out into the front as they all get single file this time, driving nice and smooth. But man, look at the speed that Little C has in that little Delta coming out of there. Numbskull can't even keep up with him in 889. He was scooting it down there this time. Where'd that speed come from? Unfortunately for Whosoever will and Lone Star, it looks like they got tied up down Megiddo straight, but man, Little C, it's like he all of a sudden woke up on the second half.
I was going to say, that Lancia has got some mods to pull away from a Ferrari like that. That's awesome.
Man, it's getting it.
Yeah, buddy. But look at this. It looks like Lone Star and Whosoever will have a little bit of a disagreement on who should be 3rd and 4th. and that disagreement puts them both on 0 points. But I'll tell you what, Little C 2-wheeling it coming in. But yeah.
He can show how much power he had on that one.
He's got 6 points. He's 4 points away from 3rd, hopefully. I mean, it's still possible to not finish in the bottom spot. And I'm thinking he can deliver.
Well, we'll see. There's still another 3 laps. So whosoever will takes off. He gets out in front of Little C just enough. But look at Numbskull on the outside trying to get up there in the second. But Little C able to block him off. Goes again to the outside of Little C. Still not able to. Little C's beating and banging on the back of whosoever will at the line. Everybody is crowded in. And Numbskull looks like he just flipped Little C over coming up across the finish line like, hey, I'm tired of you being in front of me. I'm just going to flip you over and show you how mad I am about it.
No kidding. That was not very nice. That was savage. So let's take a look at here. Numbskull's right on the side of Little C. Lone Star is beating on him, trying to get by. Sadly, was not able to do it. Look at Numbskull again try to pass, but that Lancia is able to keep in front of him. But look at it coming down here.
He's trying to find a way.
Is trying to find a way past whosoever will. Numbskull even bump drafts some. But look, I think that was kind of a I don't know if he meant it or not, but that draft at the line was not necessary, so it could have been on purpose.
Yeah, well, a little bump draft and push you through. At least he didn't get flipped over into all those people standing there on the edge of the corner there.
We do not want that.
No, yeah, we
like it waiting to happen.
Yeah, we just keeping everybody good and safe and happy. So here we go, lap 7. Lone Star's got the pole, but whosoever will gets out in front. But then Lone Star powers back.
Oh my!
Look at Lil C taking a charge to the inside, and he flips over into turn 3. And Lone Star is the only one, looks like that's going to get out. Everybody else is still parked there. Is he going to make it all the way down? Looks like he does. Nice and smooth, a little bit on the slow side, but hey, slow is better than not completing it. And yeah, it looks like whosoever will, Numbskull and Lil C, they all battled up, getting tied up, going into turn 3.
I just thought another little saying, slow and steady completes the race.
Oh, there you go.
Not
I like that.
Completes wins, but it completes it. Look at Lil C with this really awesome maneuver, getting into from 4th to 2nd in a matter of almost nothing, but sadly that ended up putting him on his roof. But Lone Star, it was like 5-3 points. It's like that was so easy.
Well, slow and steady actually did win the race in this one.
Well, yeah.
So, but either way, here we go. Getting ready to go into the last lap. Let's see if Lil C can finish up in double digits, because right now he's still at 9. So here we go. Numbskull's got the pole. Lil C out behind him, but looks like Lone Star and Little C are tied up. Almost wrecked them down into turn 2. Look at Lone Star. He's catching up to Numbskull coming through turn 4. Numbskull loses the back end just a little bit, but I don't see Lone Star anymore. Oh, he's tied up, and here comes Little C. It looks like he's able to come back and get second place from Lone Star after getting charged and wrecked back there in turn 2. What a finish. That's how you finish up a series.
Look at Lone Star being pretty mad right out of the gate. I'll tell you what, if you got a lightweight vehicle and you're on the inside of turn 2,
watch out.
Good luck. But for the rest of the race, it was fairly peaceful until we get down here to the line. But
where'd Lone Star go, man? He was right on the back
Lone
of
Star did fall back behind.
He lost the back end
really lost it. And coming down here to the line there, Numbskull with a nice drift, but it looks like Lone Star spins out. Little C able to get on the inside. I guess that's payback.
There you go.
Don't mess with Little C in turn 2. It's his own track.
Yeah, well, either way, at least he was able to finish that one up, get up into double digits, but Numbskull is your top finisher in this one. And that'll get him up there in the P7. Looks like Lone Star's tied over there with Coots in 13th place. Whosoever will, it looks like he's in a 3-way tie with Bolo Brown and Raging Ricky. And unfortunately for Little C, he's back there in 25th.
Oh yeah, I also got word. Little C's not coming out into the studio. He's not very happy.
Probably not.
I don't know if you can blame him. Hopefully, and maybe you'll see him in the studio.
Maybe we'll catch up with him in the next race to see how he felt about that one. Get his thoughts on Numbskull and go from there. But we only got one more round left, and then they're shooting on out of here. So Group 8's going to be Zizzer Prime,
Puff,
Papa E,
and Scotty.
So you definitely don't want to miss it. Last one to see how everybody fares getting out of here. So we definitely appreciate everybody watching. Make sure you got the bell on, the ring-a-ding-a-ding thing. You got to have it.
That what you call it?
Yeah, that's what we call it. Cool. Awesome. And we'll see you next time. God bless. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lord's Racing League. I'm Big C, and I got Little C. He is back here in the booth with me.
Hey, what's up?
So, now that you're back up here, how was last week's race for you?
I don't know.
That's all you got to say?
Basically, I tell you what, Numbskull can be a bit of a bully on the track. Just give you a heads up. And I tell you what, it didn't feel that brotherly when Triple Cross Racing put me in the bushes on turn 4.
Yeah, well, I guess that you got a really good orientation in the Diecast racing. So, but this race right here is our last race for this series, and then they're getting on out of here, so I can't wait to see who's getting down the track. Hopefully it'll be less chaotic, but I guess time will tell. So let's head over to driver introductions and see who's taking on the track. In our fast qualifier for this round, driving his number 18 MSD Ford Escort from Zizzer Racing, we've got Zizzer Prime coming in at 55.26 grams.
And starting second, our number 9Z, we got Puff from Puff's Racing, driving his 87 Audi Quattro, sponsored by Red Bull, weighing 55.03 grams.
And starting third in his number 67 Audi-sponsored Audi Quattro from E67 Diecast, we got Papa E coming in at 53.77 grams.
Starting in the back, our number 25C, we got Scotty from Necco Racing Team, driving his Agip-sponsored Ferrari 288 GTO, weighing 55.26 grams.
All right, here we go. Lap 1, last group. Zizzer Prime, he's got the pole with Puff on the outside. As they take off, it looks like they're going to get away from each other and get in single file, which is good. They don't go double file through 2. Zizzer Prime, boy, he has got it pulled out there, got that Escort down the track, pulling away from Puff. I don't see him catching up, coming out of... Oh, when he flips over, coming out of turn 5, Puff slams into him, and looks like Poppy's able to get past him. And Scotty is flipped over in turn 4. What in the world? He had a good car going down there for a second. Let's see what happens.
So much for that less chaotic,
yeah,
right?
Apparently not going to be.
It definitely is not. Look at Zizzer Prime. He gets a bit of a lead. But Scotty, let's see what happened to him. So he's right on the back of Puppy E, side by side. Puppy, shoves him down, flips him over, and guess what? Scotty, I know how that feels. So coming down here to the line, no idea what happened. It looks like he's coming in a little too hot. And this is right here is why you wax your roofs, people, because that'll give you the win, because he still got first.
There you go. You just had to get the front bumper across.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, don't matter how you get there, as long as you get there first.
The wax roofing is essential.
Yeah, it's a real thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Lap 2, Papa, he's got the pole this time with Zizzer on the outside. Let's see if he can take advantage in that Audi. But, man, Zizzer Prime has got that. Escort has got some power. He gets it down and gets out, and it looks like Papa E. Another big crash. What in the world? And another crash. Coming down the backstretch, Papa E is the only one that's going to make it out unscathed. What in the world just happened back there in the background with everybody? I just see cars flipping left and right. Puff is flipped over on Megiddo straightaway. Scotty is on the backstretch, and Zizzer Prime, he had the lead and then comes out flipped over. What happened? We got to see this.
Wow, so it looks like Papa E and Puff are already battling right there. But what happened to Scotty? Because he was kind of all the way in the back, it looked like.
No. Puff got him.
So Puff shoved up in the wall when he tried to pass. And Zizzer Prime.
Look at this. He said,
he goes perpendicular in the corner.
He turned right instead of left.
Yeah, and then Papa E gives him a shove, and wow, it looks like Puff lost coming out of 3 side to side, and he's over. Papa E, gotta say, nice little victory from him. 7 points. that's a decent little bit.
That's a bad man. Triple donuts there. This is not working out how it's going to be here. But yeah, Papa E was able to maintain control. So, but here we go. Scotty, he's got the pole. Let's see if he can take advantage of it. He's got Puff pushing on in the background. Papa E gets to the inside. Oh no! Looks like Scotty and Puff both got flipped over going into turn 2. That is a dangerous little entrance there, but Papa E has got the lead. Coming down, I don't even see Zizzer Prime in the picture. Here he comes. He's going to make it down, spins out. But man, Papa E was flying down there this time, being able to get first. There's Scotty flipped over on the backstretch, and I saw Puff also. It looks like turn 2 has bit some people again.
No kidding. So Scotty even has a bit of a lead, but Papa E does come back and shoves
they both just turned down.
So does Zizzer Prime. I'm telling you what, does Papa E and Zizzer Prime have a little bit of something going on between them? Because it's just not normal for 2 racers to gang up against another 2 racers. But Papa E with a nice easy win, and then Zizzer Prime hanging in there still. But I tell you what, in the first 3 laps, talk about a gap between the cars, point-wise.
I will say it's a shame because unfortunately Scotty is still with 3 zeros. Here we go. Let's see if he can't get 4 in a row. He can't get 4 in a row. No. So here we go. We're taking off. Puff has got the lead. Man, he's got what in the world just happened? He just, I don't know, he wrecked somewhere back there. It looks like Papa E has got tied up with him. Here comes Zizzer Prime. He has got a huge lead, huge drift down across the finish line. And I don't see anybody. Scotty, man, he ends up stalling in turn 3.
Good night.
And there's Puff, and Papa E flipped over. At least they didn't take anybody out. But what happened to Puff, man? He had a huge lead there for a second.
Yeah, I mean, right out of the gate, he sure did. And Scotty was battling with Zizzer, as you can see right there. But Puff, he just gets right up on the rail.
Up onto, hit the guardrail.
Did you see Scotty's little pass too right there?
Oh yeah,
just
hey,
nice.
Use all the track you can.
But Puppy E, he gets stuck behind him snowplows. But what in the world was Scotty? Spun out coming out of 3 and ends up. Apparently Ferraris are not going to reverse, so. He ends up getting parked in turn 4, kind of like me. But wow, that's Group B rally right there. Did you see that drift?
Oh yeah, he was drifting it. He's having a little bit of fun down there, coming down in the track there. So.
All right, Scotty, no more DNFs.
No, this is
no
getting,
more.
He can't not again. This is lap 5. Whole new halftime. This is a whole new racing series starting all over again. Let's see if we can have a better series this time. Let's keep it on all 4 wheels, no flipping over. Here we go. Zizzer Prime takes off. Looks like they got a nice freight train in the back there with a good battle. Zizzer Prime, it looks like he's slowing down a little bit. Here comes Papa E from the background and he loses it. Oh, big crash at the line. Puff gets a third. Hey, look, Scotty has made it down. I knew this was going to happen. At least he was able to get across and get a point. Hopefully, it's all uphill from here.
Well, this was a more tame battle, I have to say. So everybody.
And it still wasn't. Look at that back there. Oh, Papa, he made a nice pass.
Nice little pass against Puff. I think Scotty might have helped. I don't know. But looks like Zizzer kind of is losing it. A little sloppy right there. And that allows Puppy E to catch up to him. And right here, he gave it all the beans.
Oh,
and
almost got around him.
A couple too much beans. And then Puff a little side body slam right there. And then Scotty, hey, he's just happy to be here.
Yeah, at least he got down the track. He got across. Got himself 1 point. Here's hoping that he can continue to build that up. I like how Puff came in there and did that little side brakey e-brake and did a side slam rather than just barreling right through him with the front bumper there. So here we go. Papa E's got the pole, but Zizzer Prime again pulls out with that Escort. Man, he has definitely got that grip down. Taking off. It looks like they're a little bit crossed up. Oh no, Scotty and Puff make it through 3. No, they don't. They get parked over there. What in the world is going on? I can only imagine their frustration at this point. And here comes Papa E flying down. Boy, man, once he got broken free, he was getting it down there. But Zizzer Prime wins again.
Oh.
And there is Puff.
Unlucky too.
Yeah, I don't know. This has got to be a bad series for this group of drivers.
Yeah, so let's take a look here. So Puff is side by side with Puppy E.
Oh, and he turns him sideways.
Slid sideways. That's never a good combo. In this case, it looks like Scotty and Puff got the short end of the stick because they ended up pushing Puppy E all the way through the corner.
Missed those people.
But hey, yeah, that's the lucky part. But man, it looked like Puff and Scotty were glued together. This is probably bouncing here and there, but Papa E was booking it though.
Yeah, once he got to get free and got to get one down the track there. So, man, Zizzer Prime, he is starting to rack up some points here, getting up to 23. So, here we go. Only 2 laps left. We got Scotty. He is up on the pole with Papa E on the outside. Let's see if Scotty can't get that Ferrari under control and get it down the track. As they take off, Papa E tries to pull to the outside, but they're not. And it looks like Puff and Papa E get crossed up again. Oh, and they get slowed down through 3, but everybody makes it through. But that's right. Look at Scotty, boy. He's got that awesome Ferrari flying down the track. Comes across. He's going to take first. Papa E's second. Zizzer Prime slides out and comes up. Ooh, big slam from behind from Puff. I think Puff might be getting a little bit hotter under the collar. Let's go back and see what happened to him.
Well, it looks like Puff and Zizzer are side by side.
Look
Puff
is
fighting for second and fights with Papa E right here. Papa E's going sideways again. Right here up in turn 3.
Zizzer gets to the inside.
Dives to the inside, shoves Puff to fend for himself all the way in the back.
Hey, that's just good driving.
I was going to say, thankfully he made it through turn 3. Everybody else is getting going though. Scotty, hey, he is real pumped to get that win. But look at Zizzer. Nice little e-brake drift, but he did not see what was coming in the rear
Puff
view. Wow. Now talk about some hot temper.
I'm saying rubbing's racing, but you got to expect the payback if you're going to rub so hard you rub somebody off the track. So
yeah.
But here we go. It looks like Zizzer Prime, he is up on the top points there, so doing the best so far. But final lap, Puff has got the pole. Let's see if he can get himself a win. I know that car is fast. Just got to get a little control as they take off. Zizzer Prime's right behind him as Puff is pulling off, but Zizzer is drafting right back to him. But no, he's pulling away from him. Here comes Puff. He has got a huge gap. Look how fast that car is getting down. Yeah, that's the one we know. And did Zizzer? Do I hear something going on in the background over there? I see a couple people laying down. There's a few people laying. I don't know, but there's a few people laying down in front of those cars. We have to go get the medics over there and then come back and check on them. Let's see how this all ended up here, because man, Puff finally got this power down to the track.
Wow, let's take a look. So Zizzer is really actually trying, but like I said, that's the Puff we know, getting out there and getting going.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at the fight between Scotty and Zizzer. So obviously none of these cars are slow. They just had some unlucky runs. Puff coming down here to the line, sets a really nice time, an 8:62.
Yeah,
and then
let's see what happened with Zizzer here.
Yeah. Whoa! What? I thought
Did you
I
just
heard a
see
thump.
that?
I know we're on the opposite side of the building, but I thought I heard something.
Oh, Zizzer
wow.
Prime just sent that lady like 80 feet in the air.
Oh,
she might be okay because I mean, if you watch, she landed pretty smooth. Look at this.
Okay, did you see what just happened? She just got launched 80 feet in the air by a race car. I don't think she's okay.
Okay, well, you know what? I have a feeling this is why we're probably going to have to end Group B rally at this one. It's the end one. Because as they say, you can take a spectator to the race, but you can't keep them away from the wall.
Yeah, well, hang on. Anyway, let's check out the points. So, I mean, it's Zizzer Prime, our overall winner. Puppet E not far behind. Sadly, Puff and Scotty, they are a little bit, but that's okay because guess what? There's 3 other tracks. The points are accumulative, so
hopefully they don't meet together in the future tracks on this one.
Oh, yeah, that would be bad.
So that's going to leave Arlo with our overall points leader up there with 33. Giorgio and the Crazy Canuck, they're not too far behind, but if you look at this, man, the rest of the points are really tight. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 ties on this page. Flipping over to the next one, we got another, what is that, 5, 6, a 3-way tie, 7, 8. We got 9 ties getting ready to go into the next round.
Smokes.
So all of these cars are really close, although, qualifying is one thing, but racing was the whole show, really showed how these cars ended up. So the key point is you want to make sure you're subscribed over there at the Pacific Coast International Raceway because that is where it's getting ready to head to. So you will not want to miss the next series of these cars. So make sure you go over there, subscribe. Get the bell on over there. Make sure you got the bell on here because we got some exciting new series coming up. We'll have some more introductions onto that. But we definitely have enjoyed this series and can't wait to see how it ends up. And we'll see you next time. God bless.